Hey, let's dive into what it's like living in Stonecrest, Georgia. And let's dive into the pros and cons of Stonecrest, Georgia, the honest truth, so you can make an intelligent decision whether you're planning on relocating or buy your first home, or just would like to know about another city in the metro Atlanta. So let's dive in. Lucretia Ramsey, an experience been serving this market for 4 decades. Yes, that's a long time, but I love it. So I want to keep you informed so I can give you some information so you can make an intelligent decision on what is the best location for you. One thing about Stonecrest, Georgia, as we dive in, it definitely checks the box in affordability in Atlanta. So if you don't have all the money to stay in these real expensive areas and you want a nice suburb area, Stonecrest may check the box. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification so you can keep up on all my videos when I bring you on information on what it's like living in Atlanta. So let's dive in. Let's dive in some stats information on Stonecrest. Stonecrest was founded in 2016, so it's a relative new city. It was a spinoff where you separated from Lithonia. Stonecrest wanted to have their own economic growth, so they decided to form their own city. Stonecrest is named after, I would say, the granite rock, because there are a lot of granite rocks and stone in Stonecrest. So therefore the name, that's where they chose to name Stonecrest. The population as of the world data recent for 2026 have Stonecrest at almost 62,000. They have a 4% growth from the census from 2020, which was about a little over 59,000, so they have increased. Stonecrest is on the southeastern corridor of DeKalb County, and DeKalb County is one of the counties in the 11 metro counties of Atlanta. Stonecrest backs toward I-20, and then if you go further down to I-285, it's probably a little over 20 miles from downtown Atlanta. The average commute time is about 36 minutes. A little over, if you go to the south side, it's probably about 22 miles to the airport. So you can get in the airport between 35 to 40 minutes and maybe 30 minutes depending on the traffic on Stonecrest. What Stonecrest is great for is nature. And I'll go a little more into that as we dive into the pros and cons of Stonecrest. Pro 1, affordability. Stonecrest checks the blocks. Say if you can afford to move to Alpharetta, Jones Creek or stuff, you can get a nice home for in the threes. They have a new subdivision here. The homes start from 380 to 400, which I'll just slightly on that. But Stonecrest average price range was 301. Last year. It went up a little bit, used to be about 260. The numbers, according to FMLS market stats for the sales for February was 390, but again, that's just 1 month. That wasn't as many homes sold, so that can change. So that's just 1 month data. You can get a nice little 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and the homes in Stonecrest, the neighborhoods and the streets are pretty spacious. It's not real tight, little squeeze up. They do have newer townhomes available also if you want a townhome, if you don't want to do the yard. But I would say Stonecrest would be an area where if you want a neighborhood that has yard space and with homes and stuff, Stonecrest would definitely check the box. It definitely does not have the 55 plus, but they have some neighborhoods that's more seasoned. At one time, this was really it's the African American area, higher probably African American, and also that they do have some neighborhoods that's on the higher echelon, that some of the executives built a home on massive, all real big homes, and then we have the average. So the price range varies. I just wanted to share it. So if you want a suburban neighborhood that's not too far from Atlanta, but have really nice homes, Stonecrest would definitely check that box. and look out for a tour when I bring you a vlog of a neighborhood tour with the different tours on Stonecrest. Arabian Mountain. I'm gonna share this from personal experience. I love Arabian Mountain. It's so serenic. You got these walking trails. You can walk in the wood, and it's pretty safe. You find all type of people go through there. It's just more serene, and it's not real crowded. You can go bike riding. You can go trail walking. It have about 30 miles of trail, and I found a real good spot, which I'll share on my screen. I went in the wood and I found a really nice lake with a little waterfall. Love waterfalls. It's really good, but it's very serene. So this is one of the highland. It's made of 2 mountain granite rock. And then it has a little mountain. You could walk up to the mountain. You gotta be careful, have on the right shoes and stuff like that. So I would definitely say for you nature's lovers and you want to feel the fresh breath, and you want a nice trail or go on a nice morning walk or run or bike ride, Arabian Mountain would check the box. That would be Pro 1. I would definitely say check that out. That's a plus for Stonecrest. Pro 3, accessibility to a major mall and shopping area. Stonecrest has its own mall called Stonecrest Mall, yes, named after the city, anchors right in the city of Stonecrest. With shopping, you can go shopping. It's convenient for shopping. And guess what? They also have a sub area called Privy. Well, Privy came about where they used to have Sears developer, the Irons did. They turned into a co-space. In Privy, you could sit back on some nice chairs and relax, or you could go to the library, or you can just work in there, or have a cup of coffee. It also has a garden juice where you can have some vegan juice, cold pressed juice. And it also has the event center right inside Privy. Oh, if you need a massage at Stone Mall, you can take back and have a massage. Or if you want to exercise, they have that, and have Chicago hot dogs and a soon coming food court. All that is located right in Privy. So you have the mall and you have the sub area, which is Privy. And guess what? All those areas is located right off I-20. Easy accessibility to I-20. So I want to give you Pro 3, that accessibility. Pro 4 is the school, the high school, Arabian Mountain High. It's a STEM school, environment focused school. And it depends on your path. If you're an engineering path, nursing path, and no one environment, you get to learn. It's one of the top schools in DeKalb County. And you have to apply to. It's a magnet school, and they don't play. You have to keep up your grades, and they do have sports activity. So that would be a B plus to A school that's located in DeKalb. And one thing with Arabian Mountain High, it backs up to Arabian Mountain Trail. So you can study nature on that. But it's a great school. I mean, that's really one of the pride in the community at Arabian Mountain High. And it's definitely, you forget private school. It's not necessary to go to private school, because if you get in Arabian Mountain, you're in a private school. But it's a great school, have up to 1,200 students up there. Arabian STEM Engineering Environment School. That would be Pro number 4. Now, where there's good, there's bad. So the con one would be the lack of entertainment. There's not a lot of entertainment there in Stonecrest. So if you want to go to you want a show, you want live entertainment, so you would definitely have to travel out of the area. The low amount of entertainment is definitely a con for Stonecrest. Con number 2 is the commute. Stonecrest is on the southeastern route, I think. But if you're on the outskirts on Stonecrest, you're traveling through I-20, and sometimes I-20 could really be a traffic jam headache, especially right now while they're working on the expressway. I mean, it could make your 25 minutes commute feel like an hour, because they're working on the highway. So your commute time tend to be longer if you get caught up in that I-20, especially during traffic time, high traffic, and people going to work. That commute time can be a negative. As a new city, Pro number 3 is the growing pain growing pain of government, growing pain of having a government or in a decent and ordered time, and really meeting the needs of the people and creating it together. Stonecrest still has some growing pains and some areas that with government that need to be worked out. As with everything, sometimes things take time, and I would say the growth pain of forming a new city, they're still growing through it. Con number 4, lack of upscale restaurants. Stonecrest would not be an area where you have a lot of, that's maybe one, I would say one kind of upscale restaurants, but most people, if you really want to go into fine dining, you would either go into Buckhead or downtown Decatur or Perimeter if you want to really have a nice, elegant, fine dining. The lack of fine dining restaurants in the area would definitely be a con. Who is Stonecrest good for? Stonecrest is for someone that wants affordable house or home on a nice sized lot and they want to get more for their money. Stonecrest would fit your box. But if you're the type of a person that want nightlife or fine dining, it will not check the box. So Stonecrest would be good for you if you want a quality house in a nice suburban, in a quiet suburban area. That Stonecrest would fit for you. If you're thinking about moving to Stonecrest or anywhere in Metro Atlanta, I'd love to help you make that decision. You can text me at 404-981-7560 or email me at LucretiaRamsey.com. Let me ask you a question. Would you choose affordability in space or location and lifestyle? Comment below. Again, I'm Lucretia Ramsey. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and watch my future other videos like pros and cons of Atlanta.